So I'm hoping the audio settings are on. But what I wanted to go over is my Celtics freelance that I'm trying to work on right now. Boston 14 motion. I'm trying to pick out the different options that are available in this freelance. Right there, he was open actually for a cut. See, I got a good look there with Kemba Walker. So I'm seeing in this offense that this offense usually ends with some type of down screen, or the main scoring action seems to be a down screen. Um, I've been getting pretty good looks off that down screen at the end, or usually to start the playoff. Um, Depending on what option I'm looking at. If I come down the middle, he usually sets a down screen to the corner, and that corner guy lifts. So that's what I'm gonna do here. There he is. Here comes Gordon Hayward. Coming off the down screen, able to get into the lane and finish. So that's a good play. Good switch there. And we also working on defense and just trying to figure out what's the best way to play defense. I haven't gone over any of my on the fly coaching stuff. That's something else that I want to learn. But for right now, my main focus is just running this Boston 14 motion offense here. There he is. Look at him now. He's able to get downhill. That's just an option that I can take if I have like a immobile kind of player. John Collins can move his feet, so he wouldn't qualify as immobile. But anytime I see an immobile big and I get that handoff with Jason Tatum, um, he might be playing a 4 this year, so he may have some mismatches depending on what kind of lineups teams go with. But yeah, this handoff right here, this handoff, you want everything to be a threat. So even that, you want to look at it, it's nothing there. Okay, so then you go into the pick and roll. That's another option that's new. Cross him, go. Look at Tatum, finish. That's good defense. But we still got a quality look out of that. So that's good. That's what we want. We're not going to score every time, but the object is to try to get a quality look pretty much every time coming down the floor. Way to play defense. So we're going to go into it. So here comes Tatum to help me out. Wasn't there. He swung it to the corner that time. Here comes Walker. He faded that time, got open. That was beautiful. Beautiful read by Kemba Walker. Actually, I want to kind of pause that and go over that. As we see, I was expecting Walker to come off the down screen, but he didn't. And it was actually best that he didn't, because if I can figure out these camera angles here. So we see the ball is on the weak side here, but we got a lot of action over here on this weak side, with Canner headhunt and Jason Tatum coming down here to headhunt as well. So Jaylen Brown ends up being one-on-one over here on this side of the floor. So as we see Tatum coming into the paint to set that down screen, so it's a lot of bodies in that paint there, and we can see that Kemba Walker is making this read right here. So he's either going to come hard off this screen here and end up right around here somewhere, or as you can see on this read, and this is based off what his man is doing. So if his man is trying to jump into the lane maybe and shoot the gap and get here, he's going to fade back, as you can see here. He read it. Tatum set a good screen. Canner got in there and set a good screen. The ball was late getting to him, only because I thought the read was going to be a top read, but it wasn't. Kemba actually makes the right read there. So we got a very good look out of that. We wasn't able to knock down the shot, but it just goes to show that the AI makes dynamic reads off those screens. and that's going to be a good thing for him to be able to make that decision. Now that ball got to come out a little quicker there. If I can hit him there, if that ball is released there now, it's going to make his shot that much easier. But because the pass was a little late there, uh, it kind of threw off the timing of the shot a little bit, I think. So, all right, Kemba got caught down there. So yeah, let's just run it. See what we got here. Check the ball. There he comes off the handoff. Nothing. Okay, so we got to reset. It didn't read it that time. Now we got it coming off of that. That's not open. Take a look at with it. Oh, then we got an on ball coming to get him. That's a real good look. Real good look in the mid range. Another read off of that, off this Boston 14 is the flex screen down here on the baseline. This read isn't normally open, but there is a lot of action, as you can see. If we look at the baseline, we see Jaylen Brown, John Collins, and Hurter down there, and that usually that flex screen is not really that effective. We haven't been getting a lot of people coming, and plus the distance of the pass usually is just. I mean, if I'm catching the ball way out here as Cantor to try to throw a pass from, 5 to 10 feet behind the 3-point line, to try to throw a pass to Jason Tatum coming off the flex is going to be tough. So the easier pass is obviously going to be this pass over here to Jaylen Brown coming off that down pick by Walker. And then, as we see here, Tatum was not open. But here comes Cantor to give him some room off that ball screen and get him a good look with 2 feet in the paint. Free throw line jump shot. Most good players, and the Celtics have a lot of good players, are going to knock that shot down right there. That's a really good look. High percentage look, and that's what we're trying to get. So we're going to run it one more time. This time we're going to have our option from the middle. And we're going to show that option with the pin down coming from that baseline. Hayward, wide open look. I mean, that's a great look for Hayward. Oh, that was a great move. Great move. So right now they're having a problem, I'm starting to see, with that pin down. So we're going to keep running that. We're going to keep going at that pin down. Because we see that this guy is not getting open there. Okay, so now we back it out. We go into our offense. Come off. Nothing. Looking for the live there. Nothing. Now we looking for there he is. Use the ball screen. Nice. Nice offense. We got a good look off the pick and roll at the end. And that's what you want to do. I mean, all actions and all freestyles are not designed to score, but at least we can get a good shot. And not only can we get a good shot, but we can get a pick and roll with 9 or 10 seconds left on the clock is what you want to do. So most teams, they try to run a motion offense before they can come and get a pick and roll at the end. So that's what this offense is all about. You see there, we were able to get a good look. As I said, the play before, they're not defending that pin down that well. So we went right after that pin down. Good defense there. Hayward, right hand finish dunk. Let's go. So that's our Boston 14 offense. offense there. I want to try to get maybe one more look in, just so we can have more film on it, so we can be able to go over it. But for right now, that's what we're looking at. I want to give a shout out to Big Czar. I know Big Czar, you don't know who I am, but I'm a fan. I love this offense that you got in here, all these different freelance options that you're giving us this year. This is gonna be a pleasure to play this. I'm sure when I get the chance to start my league. Look, oh, reach there, nothing there. Here he comes, and the on ball because there was nothing. Now we just shoot over the top because we got a bigger guy there. And a guy who can shoot some mid-range jump shots. So we're comfortable with that shot. Let's see if we can get a good look right here. Running our offense. Come back. Let's go. We got a double team. So I want to take a look at that because in the last two plays I've ran it. I've actually had the wing entry. Usually it's gonna be the big entry, but these last couple times have been a wing entry off the handoff. Usually what we're looking to do is throw this ball back over here to counter and let him kind of be a playmaker and a passer at that spot. Um, but as I just mentioned, the last couple of times that we ran the play, we looked at the wing entry option, which is a good option. I wish he would take this cut right here and just cut down the middle, and so we can possibly throw that lob there. But that's not the read that he's making. He again is looking to come off of a down screen, but it's a dynamic read here. But what's happening, I think, is that he's fading because Trae Young is kind of cheating out here in this, or getting caught up on these screens. But what's really happening is he's getting caught up, and now he's reading this as, okay, Trae Young is there. So what's happening on this side is, I get those cameras. What's happening is now he's making this read where he's trying to drift back fade, and he's still setting that screen. So, but that's a quick read though, and it's tough to get that ball over there and really be able to see the full floor and see all of this action over here. So we end up just coming here, and now we got the on ball, but it was a mismatch. I probably should have just ISO'd it. There's no need to set those screen there. Let's take a look at this again. Let's get him out of there. Let's get him over there. Take a look at it. Wing entry. So the read's gonna be up to Kemba. He read it right. Came up. Good look. Good look. Very good look. I'm sure he'll knock those down as we get along in our season. If we get those type of looks. Great defense again, Jaylen Brown. We in our we in our handoff entry here. As he gets set, coming off, good handoff, good cut, got him. That cut's hardly ever there. Oh, he missed the layup, but that cut was actually there at that time. The spacing was right, and we was able to get that cut. I'm not expecting to hit that cut a lot. That's more of kind of more of like dummy action. That's a good look for him. I hit that one. Um, I mean, it can hit sometimes, but I'm not really expecting it to be a real read. I'm expecting more of the. See, now we can actually split that. I should have hit Gordon in the corner, but that was a good split. Good defense. Good switch. That's great defense. And that's another thing I just want to get better at. Just the defense. Let's reset. Everybody going to their spots. Okay, here comes Hayward. We into it. Wing entry. So we got an ISO over here. So we can cross him. Maybe get to the rack. We're going to go for a pin down on the baseline. And there we have it, the Boston 14 motion. Ah.